Amazing.
How do you know we're good? Oh, look, it turned red.
That's because the red button says end live video. So we press that when we're finished.
Right. If you say so.
I'm hoping I didn't make that up because I couldn't see that far.
Oh, I can't find my pair. Oh, there they are. Look at that, 3 pair of glasses right in a row. Did you want a pair too?
No, I'm okay with this because I've got big writing in this.
Okay.
It's the rest of it. We're very excited because we're getting a bit faster at getting this connected. Once I've worked out that the connector for the microphone goes in upside down and the right way up. And so when it's not working, you know that way you normally get something, it will only go in one way up.
Yeah.
Right, well that one does both ways. It's multitasking. And one way just does not work.
Okay.
And then look, that's really funny because the light's gone dark
then
again.
How can you say it's working both ways if one way doesn't work?
It doesn't work one way. It only works one way. And I keep obviously I've been putting it in that way.
I see. Okay.
And look, now the camera's gone all dark and I have no idea why.
Because the puppy came in.
Oh yeah, that was your fault. Obviously
Hi,
your
puppy.
fault. Oh!
That is a nice puppy.
He's a nice puppy.
Oh, she nearly lost her life today, though.
Did she?
Oh, a woman in a nursing home, one of the people who works there, tripped. And she was a large woman. And she went down. Actually, she tripped backwards, so she landed on her rear end and right next to the puppy. Another inch and she'd have killed the puppy.
Did the puppy trip her up?
No.
No.
Oh, no?
No.
She tripped on her own. No.
That's it. Was the lady okay?
Lady was fine.
Right. I'm gonna try and
I was sitting here, they're one of the places that give me a cup of coffee as my fee for going. And I'm sitting there with my cup of coffee, and I had a split-second choice. Do I save the puppy, my coffee, or her? I held on to coffee.
It's a terrible admission.
It was too late to save anything else. Oh, it was a close call.
It was a close call.
Close call.
I hope you finished and enjoyed that coffee.
I did finish and enjoy it. Well, you know, I say to these places, you know, I do charge a cup of coffee with company here, because there is an outfit that was doing this for a while. They were $400 a trip. Yeah. We don't charge anything, so I do like to kind of
Get a cup. Oh look, it went white again. See, I don't know what this camera does. But you don't always get a cup of coffee.
a lot of times I do.
I think that's the nursing homes that are trying to keep you. They think if we fall asleep, we'll keep
get her a
her.
cup of coffee. She takes 3 sugars. They won't know it.
Well, that's a good thing. So I don't think you'll really want to open any of this. Well, Costco's always good. Sizzy, no. Oh,
What's your problem? What's the matter?
don't go over the cable.
Duck your head.
Oh, the nicest girl.
You want to go all through there.
Does she want a drink?
Go ahead, duck. Come on. Go. Go. Sizzle, come on. Come on. It's okay. It's okay.
And she's maybe just coming for a chat.
No. She wants a drink of water, probably.
Well, go get a
Sizzle,
drink.
go get the water. Go. Come on. Sizzle. Come on. Larky, you want to come? You want to go through there? Come on. Go through there. Come on.
It's
Your
like,
head down,
it's like
dummy.
limbo,
Oh, shit.
duck.
Ah. Come on, dogs.
I can take it off here. Oh. There's me all excited about getting everything right and right, go for a drink.
Come on. Here, go. Good. Good. Go on. Come on, sit. Oh.
Honestly.
Waking up, waking up. We're
Waking up
waking up
and
now.
looking to the camera.
Oh, you touched it. It has to be there, otherwise people can't hear
No,
us.
I put it through this camera.
Is there a thing on that camera?
Uh-huh.
Well, why were we using that silly thing?
Because this makes it sound better.
Do you mean we sound terrible?
Yeah. You can hear us arguing high
Look out for your
definition.
shoelaces. Will you? Let's get down to real
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, do your shoelaces up for goodness sake. It's like
Well,
you just got out of bed to
Excuse
come
me,
over.
I did just get out of bed because I was actually having a snooze.
Well, snoozes at
Which
5
snooze?
o'clock are not a good idea. Because then you don't sleep for the rest of the night.
Ah,
You will come join us.
Jesus. Sorry.
Yes,
That's
bad
a
language
good one.
again.
There on the line.
I smacked
I
him,
like
it's
those
okay.
kind of shoes myself.
The whaties?
I like the when you tie them up like that because you get your ankles up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of bending over.
I can't sit on the edge of bed and put these on because like I can't bend that much.
You remember he broke his ankle?
No, I didn't know that. When?
He fell over a dog.
Today?
No. No, this was about a year ago. He fell over the dog. He was in the bathroom, and the dog had accompanied him to the bathroom, and the floor was wet, and he went down on his heel when he landed and skidded into the corner, the sharp part of the corner, and he actually broke the ankle.
No, I didn't break the ankle.
What did he break?
I broke the calcaneus, which is the heel bone,
Oh.
which
Oh,
I was
that's a bit-
advised at the hospital is very difficult to break. They said, we don't see a lot of those.
But the good news is the dog was fine.
Well, the dog was fine, and I was fine after surgery and lots of pins and plates and discomfort and moaning. And
But now you
Lots
can't.
of sympathy.
No.
no, I got no
No
sympathy.
sympathy?
No sympathy. No.
In fact, we did take great enjoyment in taking pictures of him in his wheelchair, because he did go to hospital for a week because
Really?
he kept saying it was fine.
I didn't say it was fine. In fact, it wasn't a week, it was 3 days.
Was it 3 days?
See the embellishments?
Felt
Yes.
like a week with the amount of moaning. Anyway, and then we had to put back together again, and he hasn't stopped moaning since.
No, it's
And
not
you,
pleasing.
and you set the things off in the airport.
No, I don't.
Do you not?
No.
That's a what did they put in your foot then?
Metal.
Why doesn't it set the scanner off?
There's metal in my brain and it doesn't set the scanner off.
What mental have you got in your brain?
I don't know.
Hey, speaking of brains, can I change the topic?
Yeah.
They found a dead worm in somebody's brain.
Did
Did
you
you
see
hear
that?
that one? RFK?
RFK. Then it's got to be made up. It's got to be a conspiracy theory.
I don't know, Sandra Gupta went on to say that it's not uncommon.
No, I know. I saw something on the internet, and it was horrible things that you can have, and I was quite surprised at some of them.
So you could have a worm in your brain.
Yes, and there was something about a woman and she'd had it removed. Well, it was in the base of the brain,
Yeah, I heard about that one, yeah.
and it had been a tapeworm.
A what?
A tapeworm.
Dead worm?
Yeah. Moo.
That just makes me feel really
I know about the woman who's had this itch that I have so badly, she scratched through her skull into her brain.
But you would stop before we got to that stage, wouldn't you?
I haven't got that far yet.
Excellent. Good to know.
I'm working on it though.
I poke those little buds into my ear all the time and I still haven't managed to damage my brain cell.
Well, that we're aware of.
Are
Singular.
you sure?
Yeah.
I've only got one.
I know, but you said that very confidently.
Mm.
I wouldn't be quite so confident there, dear. Anyway, so that's
Okay.
good. So listen, wait for these sunflower seeds. These
Oh, sunflower
are
seeds.
no, you've got to hand them over.
Oh, okay, I'll hand them over.
So if we can set these sunflower seeds, you're going to love these.
I'm going to bring over the wireless bridge to show everybody.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
He's bringing his bridge.
Oh, okay.
Please don't be underwhelmed when he gets back. Right, so these are the biggest sunflower seeds in the world. They're Mongolian sunflowers, and they have 18-inch flowers. And we need you to know, yeah, that there are only a few seeds in here because they're about $1 a seed.
Wow.
Are you going to grow them or me?
You can grow it. You're responsible.
There's a big responsibility
Where
here.
are you gonna go?
I don't know yet.
Can I tell you where I've tried?
You're going to tell me to put them down there.
Yeah. There is a place along the fence, inside, which would be closest to the driveway.
Uh-huh.
There's a good parking area there. But I think this area around the pond is going to be lovely if we just get it going.
If we need to get it going though.
I know.
No. Oh,
What, more?
not food. Yes, more. This is from Pugan as well. So I think these ones here. Thank you, Pugan.
Mammoth?
No
Sunflower?
responsibility here whatsoever. So this is more sunflower seeds. And the reason we want to grow sunflower seeds is we've got all these chickens. And I've got cockatiels as well that might actually eat them.
Okay, these are each 12 inches wide. Yeah.
Yes.
I've had these and they do well. And
They do well.
Birds love them.
And we're hoping to grow them and then keep them for our little birds, our chickens.
You don't keep them because they eat them so fast.
Yeah. Well, we'll be wrestling the wild birds for it, but it's not a bad thing feeding the wild birds. There you go. This is from Irene Caps.
It's heavy.
I know.
Oh, here he comes.
And we're just going to open this first.
I like the easy open. You don't challenge it.
Oh, great. I know what these are.
Hold that.
Thank you.
I got them! The brass snaps.
Brass snaps. Thank you so very much. Whoa. We love brass snaps. We love the other snaps as well. Thank you, Irene.
It doesn't say who it's from.
It said in the...
Outside, yeah.
It said here. Yes. What you looking for?
My magnet.
The magnet's on top of the trash can.
Oh,
Stuck to the trash can. Thank you.
So,
okay,
Right, here he goes.
here we go.
so this is the bridge.
From the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah. And this is what we're going to use to replace the wire across the driveway, which has been so problematic. Yes?
I'm really impressed.
Yeah. And basically how this works, so you'll notice there's letters on each one of them.
What did he say?
C. What's that one say? An A. God, where's B?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is one that says A is called the access point. Okay. Right.
Okay.
So you can imagine the access point will be here at Elizabeth's house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And the client, you're the client.
Carlene.
Over here. Did I
C.
hold that?
C for Carlene, the client.
That's
There
way
you
to
go. Will be on the edge of this house. And what will happen is there'll be an Ethernet cable plugs into this little box. You know, like a network cable. Goes in there, and it comes out there and goes into there. And that will send the signal from there to
Wow.
there. And there'll be a cable comes out of here and plugs into all your
Wow.
stuff, and then it'll go everywhere, and then we won't need the wire across the driveway.
But what about the barn?
But the barn's connected to, it'll just connect to the same thing.
Is it connected up through here?
Yeah.
They're not connected through Carl's
Okay.
house.
That's how it all works.
Sounds very exciting, and a 2x4 fits in there.
No, I nail that or screw that to the edge of your house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure it goes with the part. It's sort of farm
And
aesthetic.
luckily enough, this one will attach onto a pole like this. It's got this thing here. And there's actually one of those already on the end of the house.
Yes.
Because I think the
Yeah.
Explore cameras
The
were on it.
Explorer camera used to be on it. The Explorer used to have the same system
Huh.
to transfer signals around the
Wonderful.
place.
Sounds perfect. How far will this
So these things apparently can send a signal over 3 miles.
Wow.
Yeah?
As long as they can see each
As
other.
long as there's a line of sight, there's not major things in between. So in theory, if you wanted to have cameras elsewhere on the farm, you know, as we add more events and entertainment things like animals and exhibitions and what have you, you could put, as long as you got one of these and it's pointed at that, you can have another camera.
Now, wait a minute. Does that thing over there only talk to one of me?
No, this thing can talk to multiple of those.
Okay, but how can it have here we go, a straight line of sight?
I know the answer to that.
You do?
I do.
Oh, they're wonderful.
So what you do in that case is, you've got an A, you've got a C. Yeah, and if you want to go around the corner, say there's
Yeah, yeah.
thing here and I want to go over there, but it's blocking me, I can go from here to here, and then I take the wire from there and plug it right into another one of the A's, and then I put another C over there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
This could be as bad as the guy with the maple syrup things on his tree.
Oh, Meredith?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's actually pretty simple.
That's very simple.
And this is the ones, these are designed to work with, this is the same make as the cameras that we have.
Wow. When did we get this?
We got that, this arrived yesterday.
Oh.
So I'm going to try and put it in at the weekend. Because I've got a few cables to run and things like that. But other than that, and I've set it up, I tested it, it works.
Wow. Well, good morning, America.
Yeah, so this should stop us having the problem with
Traffic.
with the driveway. And actually, as I was going through it today, because we had a long outage yesterday, I discovered a setting.
Who?
I discovered a setting on the camera that was telling the cameras to turn off, one of the cameras to turn off on a Monday morning and one of them to turn off on a Thursday morning. Yeah, to reboot once a week.
Wow.
And I think that's why every Monday morning and every Thursday morning, every Monday morning that cam goes out, the one down in the barn.
Wow.
And every Thursday, the one on the yard goes out, because we had this setting that told it to turn off once a week and reboot. So I turned that off. So this should not happen anymore.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Thanks,
Okay.
Nick.
And finally, am I shouting?
Yes, you are.
That's fine. Leave it alone.
Anyway, finally, I also discovered there's a setting we can change on the YouTube side, so that the way it's set up at the moment is if it loses the internet feeds, the signal from the camera, it just automatically shuts it down, the stream. Whereas we can turn that off so that when the internet goes down or we get a disconnection, if we do, which we're bound to get at some point when there's a power outage or something,
Yeah.
but not because the truck has taken it out over the driveway, because we'll have a wireless bridge.
Wow.
But anyway, we changed this setting, and it means that when you get disconnected, it will wait for you to reconnect automatically,
Oh, wow.
so that we shouldn't have the problems that we've been having. So,
Wow.
um,
Well, I think the Explore one is set up from the house to the T10.
maybe there's a few of these sitting around the property.
Yes.
There was one originally on our house
One of the
there.
house.
Yes.
And I think that's aimed at the T10,
Yeah, but there's also one on the edge of the barn.
edge of the barn.
So I don't know, they were using the same approach to getting the signals
I'm
around.
not sure which direction they're going, you know what I mean?
Well, they were all coming back to the house there,
Okay.
because remember there was that big box in the
Yep.
wall? That was receiving all the signals from all over the place and then feeding
that
them to
still
the
active?
internet. No, we got that taken out.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
What happened to it? You take it back?
No, Lynn arranged, and Hunter came to, Hunter with the dog, he came and he removed it.
They
So
return it to.
it wasn't us because it wasn't ours to touch. So it was moved,
I
but
remember that.
the
Okay.
the little bridge came
I
out.
remember once in my life sending back to Explore a pallet, 4x4 pallet or whatever it is, of stuff,
Yeah.
wires and pieces and, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
in the process of getting all of this set up.
You know, I suspect that now this stuff changes so quickly that it's probably worthless, you know, the old
I
stuff.
put it all in a great big box and they packaged it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can remember it sitting out here in wood.
Yeah.
Anyway, this all cost about $220.
Go for it, fella.
So, and every time you add one of these, it costs another $80, $90 or something. So, you can,
Go for it.
And then the cost of the camera on top of it.
yeah, you need a camera on top of it.
We already
But we
got
could
one.
also put one of these. We could put a new camera in here and avoid all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so it was on all the
As
time,
long as it's got an off button.
and we could watch what the hell you were up to all bloody day.
Can
Yeah.
you get one that's got a two-way communication? We'll go, Carlene!
Yeah, no, you can do that too. Like we could look into that. Like get one with a microphone built in, and
Mhm.
because this is a pain. Yeah,
This is big.
yeah.
It's taken a wee while, yes, you're quite right.
Well,
Well,
I'm delighted to
I'm
have-
going to work on this over the weekend. There will be an outage over the weekend while I connect this up, but
We'll try and let people know.
we'll let people know in advance so that they can arrange the less important things in their life.
And if Harley happens to go into sort of like looking like she's about to have her baby, we'll not bother.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
lordy, that's right, we still have that coming.
Yeah. So we won't be bothering if it's
Better get that one set up early.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I'll do it during the day because I'm told they only ever give birth at night.
What's
He
he
says they only give birth at night.
So I'll do this during the day.
say? Okay.
Thank you very much. Are you coming back or what are you doing?
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that's the solution to it. I get the questions now. You better stay.
And I know it looks very impressive, but it's actually really simple.
It's not simple.
It's simple if you follow what the guy says on the YouTube video. Yeah. I actually have no idea how it really works. I know how it
No,
works.
you don't, but it does work.
It does work. So
If
we'll.
the right button is pushed. The trouble is there are
Yeah.
so many if statements in the whole thing.
Yeah.
I just can't put the whole thing together. Speaking of being confused,
What's that?
That's a basket.
that is the basis of the baskets I'm starting to make.
Oh.
Yeah, to me that
You
looks a
gotta
lot
start
more
with that,
complicated
then
than
you
what I
better-
was just
But there is
describing.
a sequence here where you have to have the over, under correctly, or none of it works.
Works.
This has been driving me nuts for now a week.
That
Yeah.
one? Because you can't
And
see
I'm
what's
not
wrong.
saying yet.
I'm not seeing
This
it.
one I think is correct. And I recopied this one, but you try concentrating on, okay, the wire comes in, yeah, you're under here, over here, and you're under here, and it goes around, and it's over, and it's under,
Under,
and over,
over.
and under,
Over.
you know?
Yeah. You need to be a little obsessive.
But it turns out a nice, funny little basket.
It does?
Yeah, I used to get carried away. I had this audio rack.
What?
Like, I had an audio rack back in the last house with all these audio components in it, with all these different wires, and I became obsessive about it, about lining the wires up. So I had, like, when you went around the back of the rack, it was like a work of art. It was, you had all the wires coming out in sync and all curved at the right radius, and I'd get it done, and then I'd realize there was one small part I got wrong, and I'd have to go back and change it all. It was,
After the house burned down and we built the house in Linfield, I was determined to be able to have wire communication between the rooms.
Mhm.
And I started in one closet in downstairs, and we had 500 wires coming out from here and there. So the guy that bought the house from me, he was a funny guy, good sense of humor. He was an officer, or whatever you call him, of digital. I mean, right, etc. And he said he just could not believe the number of wires that I had in that house, trying to what is now wireless.
So what, you had like intercoms in the rooms or something?
I didn't know. I didn't know what was going to be available, so I wanted to make sure I had a wire there in case I needed it.
Like an Ethernet cable?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like a friend who just redid his whole house down in Wellesley, and he put Ethernet into all the rooms, because if you do that, then you're fairly future-proof. Because the wireless works well, but sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, because still best having a wired connection.
Well, I could tell a story to get rid of the internet connection, but about digital. I was doing a commercial for digital, and they had a guy sitting at a desk with his plants at the desk, and around the room, and he was on the phone waiting for help, waiting for tech. This was a pitch of the commercial about he was waiting too long, and they wanted a snake. Have I told you this?
No.
They wanted a snake to come up the telephone cord while he's on the phone, right? So I had the snakes all out of the manure pile, right? He got him a whole bunch of snakes. So at any rate, I'm behind the desk on the floor with all my snakes, and I'm getting them to go up the cord. It's working pretty well, except he's nervous, so he keeps losing his words. He can't get the words right. So it was, okay, stop everything, we'll do it again. So the snake began to get tired, and he kind of drooped a little bit. He began to get, where his phone was, stop everything, do it again, do it again. So we did it again. It drooped, and it got into his fly. It drooped to the fly. So now we have a 4-foot snake coming out of his fly. And the director said, keep rolling. So somewhere in the of digital, there is a wonderful.
Oh, that'll be out on the internet somewhere.
It was funny. And here I am on the floor behind, laughing like hell. And I wasn't supposed to make a sound.
Well, where are you going to go and retrieve the snake?
Is that a snake in your pants, or are you just pleased to see me?
This is why we bring him to mail chat, isn't it?
Is that a snake in your pants, or are you just pleased to see me?
Yeah.
That's enough now. Calm down.
I don't think she heard me.
No.
Tell
So,
her later.
what is the bandwidth, Nick?
Ooh. I think it does 800 megabits.
Is that big?
It's bigly, yeah.
Bigly.
It's bigly.
Bigly enough?
It's bigly enough, yeah. I think it's enough to do multiple. It said it was enough to do multiple 4K cameras streaming all at one time.
Sounds all right. Okay.
I always get mixed up between megabits and gigabits and all that, but I think it was 800 megabits.
Right, so answer this one then. How does the camera in the barn fit into the bridge?
The bridge? Well, so it's fairly simple actually. We have there's a wire that runs from, there's an Ethernet cable that runs from Carlene's house here, underground, to the barn. So that's all fail-safe,
I
really.
remember when you put that in.
Yeah.
Is that the one that Janine and I put in?
Well, yeah, even Janine and the wife helped put that one in. And it goes underground. They dug a trench and everything and put it in there. And it comes all the way to here. So when there's the bridge on this end of the house and Carlene's house, the receiver, we just take a cable from that and we join those two up and it's all cool.
Right,
Okay.
allegedly.
Does that answer the question?
No, there'll be more. Just you wait. And the black sunflower seeds, that's what we give to the chickens at the moment. So I didn't know you could plant those, so I'll plant some of those as well.
Yeah, and those have got nothing to do with the internet bridge.
No, absolutely nothing. So, Janine is on her way back, which is good news because her flight was cancelled last night.
Her flight got canceled?
Huh?
How come?
I presume it's been weather. And then, yeah, or sometimes, you know, by the time you get on a flight that's at the end of the day, and all the backlogs from during the day, it gets very messy.
Yeah.
So,
This time of year is a bad time of year to fly if you're flying from anywhere south of the Mason-Dixon line,
Really?
I think, yeah. Because you just get storms, and they can land planes in snow, they can land planes in rain, but when it comes to lightning, they can't land planes, so.
Huh. Okay.
well, since you're asking what happened in court today, absolutely nothing, because it was postponed. So there.
I miss postponed.
No idea. I don't have that information at the moment.
They're
So,
waiting for me to die.
well, if they're expecting you to die by the 23rd of May, you better get a move on.
Jesus.
Honestly.
It's like, you know, that when I was electrocuted with the, you've heard that story. The elevator.
Yeah.
The elevator insurance woman actually said to me, "We'll just outweigh you. You're 79 years old."
And here you're still going.
I'm still going fine. I've written to her several times. I'm still here.
Did you ever get paid?
No, not a dime. It was pointless. It was pointless because the lawyer was going to get most of it. And I also.
Hey, Soph, you coming in too? Sorry? You want to speak to Dad? That's him there.
Well, I have one piece I have to finish with there. I could not sue anybody because I had an agreement with Charlie Annenberg that I was not under, in the process of suing anybody, and also Purina.
Right.
So the value of those two contracts was far outweigh whatever I was gonna get with the damn insurance company.
Yeah.
Well, I've had a lot of fun with the insurance company.
And we're still having fun with insurance companies.
Yeah.
Our insurance company's having fun with us. So, what was I going to say?
That's all one.
The little one is behind Sophie. You see the puppy? Oh. Did you not notice
Don't
that
wake
puppy?
it up!
Whatever you do, she's wild.
Like a baby, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Never want to wake them up.
No. Carly is doing just fine, but she's not doing anything out of the ordinary. Well, she's at the same stage she was at yesterday and the day before and the day before. So, yeah, I don't think it's simple either. It does seem a bit like magic. So, yeah. Ziti is asleep just now. I'm trying to get out of the road here. She's behind Soph and this boy here. I'm in a snooze. And Noodles is sleeping.
Noodles, huh?
Noodles is sleeping as well.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not. He's very quiet.
He's a good boy. Noodles is a good boy.
Noodles is a good boy.
He knows me. He knows.
Can we let him out?
Yeah?
Noodles.
He's a very good boy. Oh,
The energy that puppy has is unbelievable. He
yes,
went,
it
what,
is.
5 miles yesterday or whatever it was?
Yeah, and he was running flat out for 2 hours with Julius this morning.
Yeah.
Oh. Ziti is lying beside Lark. She's got both of them. Look. Lark is like, oh. And the puppy is actually, and Sizzle is on the other bed. Carlene, where did you go today and how many people did you see?
We saw a lot of people today. It's one of the homes in Danvers that kind of specializes in Alzheimer's group. So they mix their Alzheimer's group with their other group.
Yeah.
And I think we had about 40 people in the room.
Oh my goodness.
And that puppy did a hell of a job. Did not pee for 45 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
And really went from person to person, around and around and around. It was very interesting.
Well, that was good.
Yes, the other interesting thing is we came in the door of the place and the director came out to greet us, and good old Larky said, "Oh, great, this guy smells funny." And he did not know he has diabetes or anything of that sort.
Oh, really?
He's never had a blood test. I said, "Well, you have now." And I if I were he, I would go have a blood test now. There was something wrong with him this morning. I don't know what it was. And he did both armpits.
Yeah, that's a oh,
That's a big.
that's a kiss of death. That is.
A big positive. You guys thought I was crazy, but I said, I'm not quite.
It's the dog.
There's something in it. There's something in there.
Yeah. He's going a bit slower now.
Who?
Noodles is going a bit slower now.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope he's a bit tired.
Get him wound up.
Yeah, don't wind him up
He's a
whatever
nice
you
puppy.
do. He's a very nice puppy.
I hope Kathy takes it. Katie, what's her name?
Kate,
Kate.
I don't think she can, but I've got other people lined up.
Really?
Yeah. I'm having lots of conversations.
I'm all ready to pick up another Dave.
Yeah.
If you move that one on.
Yeah. Okay. So the Noodles came with Julius and I to Meredith this morning, and he just basically ran non-stop with Julius, and the pair of them went up the hills, down the hills, up the hills, down the hills, and it was constant, totally constant. I'm shocked if he's not tired, because I was. I was like, oh.
So if you could, are you going to find him a place?
I am looking for a place for him.
Huh?
I am.
Okay, because I've got 3 harlequin names.
Yes.
lined up.
I know.
I would like a harlequin name.
Yeah. So we've got the yes, I've got people that I want to speak to, but I don't want to go. He's not quite there yet. We're getting there. I'm going as fast as I can.
Well, there's Nick.
No, he's there. He doesn't want another
No,
dog.
different Nick. Another Nick.
Nick's like, I have
This is-
nothing
this
to do
is
with
Nick.
dogs.
This is Nick, and then we have another Nick. Another Nick has. Another Nick has given up his permanent job and now has nothing to do except look for harlequin dames, and he's finding them.
He can come and help us with donkeys.
I know, well, I tried that, but he lives kind of far and I can't up here all the time.
Oh.
The other thing is, I started him on Claudia Bohemia
Mm-hmm.
kennel in Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
Those dogs are beautiful.
Yeah. Who came from there? Can you remember?
What's this?
Which dogs came from there?
Sir Thomas over here.
Right.
Sir Thomas. And I can't remember that.
Somebody will know.
Somebody will know.
I'll check the thing.
I've had trouble. I've seen pictures of her dog for so long.
Yeah.
I've had trouble getting a dog from her.
Mm-hmm.
I like to buy 2 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if I've had dogs before I got Sir Thomas.
Onto the point.
Because I think I finally shipped him alone in a trade, which I don't usually do.
No.
And I had, I know what it was, I had awful trouble trying to get them to Frankfurt, to fly out of Frankfurt, because that's a non-stop flight.
Yes.
What she said,
She's going to take him out to the pond.
have a good time, lady. He'll be in the pond and.
Yeah, if he's in the pond, go in after him. So you think it was only Sir Thomas?
Yeah, I think it was only because of trying to get the dogs into Frankfurt. I needed to get them into Germany, therefore they had to have a rabies shot within 12 days or hours or whatever.
Yes.
It's very complicated.
Yeah.
to import a dog into Germany because there are countries over there are rabies free, and they
That's,
don't take it.
that's right, but do they not do the pet passports now?
I don't do it. There's a company called Pet Air,
Pet Air.
and they handle absolutely everything. I just go to Logan Airport and pick it up.
Yeah.
Do all the paperwork. And
Yeah.
it's about $1,000 flying out of Frankfurt. Now, I finally gave up when it came to Sir Thomas, and I said, okay, let's fly him out of Czech. So he had to go to Prague,
Mm-hmm.
to Lisbon, to Boston. I think that's why I hadn't imported any from her before. But her dogs are beautiful.
Yeah.
And Sir Thomas's mother is the leading Dane of all of Europe.
Mm-hmm.
She's got credits for
Yeah.
her name is Supra.
Supra.
Beautiful, beautiful dog. But they're square, they're big, square, heavy,
Locky.
blocky dogs.
The what colour was he?
Well, Sir Thomas,
Uh-huh.
he's a Merle.
A Merle.
You can always breed a Merle with a black.
Mm-hmm. Not how you get Harlequins.
You don't know how you get Harlequin.
Oh, I don't know anything.
No, it's extremely complicated. How you get Harlequin? Well, I have all of our list of all the dogs we've had, and there's several hundred, 250. What the pairing was, what the parents were,
Mm-hmm.
and what the resulting litter was,
Mm-hmm.
and it very nearly comes out to what the statistics say is true with that breeding list that I have out. It's put out by the Great Dane Society. We very nearly match their percentages. So what you're trying to do is to avoid the white, because you can have black with white, and then you can have Harlequins with or without white, and Merles, and then you get into white with black and white, pure white.
Yeah.
You get into the pure whites, and those are usually deaf and blind.
Right.
But somebody has told me long ago that a deaf blind male will most often produce an entire litter of Harlequins out of, I don't know what, yeah. The whole genetics of Harlequins is awful. It's not the simple four square, you know?
No, it sounded a bit complex
Oh.
already.
Yeah, it's very complicated.
I'm deaf and blind. Does that mean I could have a litter of Harlequins?
Well, that would be very exciting. No, it doesn't, Nick.
Disappointing.
And the
Yeah,
Harlequins are certainly, they do get attention.
they do.
He's a Harlequin.
Yeah. And if you look very closely, he's really a Merle. The back end of him has an awful lot of single black hair.
Oh, around his hips, his legs.
Around his neck, he is white.
Yes.
Beyond his shoulders, he's really gray.
He's actually, at the moment, got a grey patch.
Oh, they all have a gray
Yeah,
patch.
just behind his ear.
Yeah, but no, this is his whole body is
He's
Actually.
Merlequin.
A Merlequin.
A Merlequin.
Harlequin. Yeah.
Ha ha ha, but we love you. We love you. We do.
He's a good boy.
He is a very good boy.
He's a
Oh,
very
do you know, I
good
think we've managed to answer every single question, I hope. I hope.
Okay.
And so thank you so very much. And we'll be back tomorrow because it's Friday.
Friday.
And I think Janine might be back tomorrow. Did you just end that? Did you
I haven't
anything?
done it yet.
All right, okay. So, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Sweet dreams.